Hey everybody, George here, hope you're doing well. So in today's video, I want to talk about the importance of practicing maths daily and why it should be practiced on a regular basis and not done in small batches and then left for a while and then done again. So here's my thoughts as to why it should be practiced daily. So mathematics is a skill, and it's very much like, for example, let's say you're an athlete or a chess player, and that particular skill needs to be practiced on a regular basis. So with chess, for example, you need to constantly learn, constantly evolve, constantly update with new strategies, etc. And with an athlete as well, I'd imagine you need to stay being flexible, being physically fit, etc. as well. Maths is very much the same way, but it's a different skill set. And what happens is, if you do maths for a bit, and then you stop doing it for a while, it becomes much, much harder to get back into it. And the longer you leave it, the harder it is to get back into it again. And there are ways to mitigate this though, which is if you have a deep understanding, then after you've not done maths for a while and you get back into it, it's usually much easier to get back into it, but it's still not easy. So before I became a full-time tutor, what happened was I was working in industry and I spent a number of years not doing maths. And then when I tried to get back into it again, it was really difficult and it was a real uphill struggle. Now, from being a PhD student, I knew the content well, and it was still somewhere in the back of my mind. Just it rested there, it was there. But I had to trigger it again, and I had to get it out again and make sure it was in the forefront of my mind and that I was able to use it on a regular basis. And that's the risk of what can happen if you're not practicing maths on a daily basis, in that you will atrophy. Your mind might become lethargic mathematically, so it's much harder to get back into it again. And especially if you only had a superficial understanding first time round, it becomes even more difficult getting back into it again. So those are my thoughts as to why maths should be practiced on a regular basis. So don't do lots of maths all at once and then leave it for many months and then try to get back into it again. Just do a little bit daily if you're studying maths. So if you're a young mathematician or if you're a maths student, that'd be my advice. So practice maths a little bit on a regular basis. So thank you for watching. I hope you like this content. If you do, please like, comment and subscribe. It does help the channel grow, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video in the near future. So take care of yourself and all the best.